Hello guys, welcome back. So now we are in dunning, right? So dunning configurations we have seen, we have already configured the dunning procedure, right? Okay. Uh, I have already explained guys, if you guys are able to remember, one dunning procedure can be used by multiple company code, provided every company code must be agreed upon the same terms and conditions. Terms and conditions, I mean to say, let's suppose dunning interval in days. If everyone is agreed on the same 10 days or 15 days or 20 days, right? The second thing is like, okay, then dunning level, right? So these are the common things if and even like grace period and all. So in that case, we can, single dunning procedure can be used by multiple company code. The only thing is like for every company code, different reminder letters supposed to be generated because every company code will be having their own phone number, fax number, email ID. The corporate address will be different for every company code, right? They'll be having different logo. Every company code means one company code equals to one subsidiary, guys, right? Always one subsidiary equals to one company code. Tata Motor, one company code. Tata Steel, another company code. Tata Cement is another company code, right? So likewise, you take example of any other companies also, isn't it? So now, but every company code needs a different letter, right? So for that, what is happening, guys? Forms are going to be assigned, and dunning form always assigned at company code level. Okay. Now, second thing is, okay. So now I explained certain things. I explain a condition here that let's suppose I'm having a certain group of customers, right? In the sense like, okay, these are the customers which is buying our, let's suppose, okay, manufacturing item, right? There are certain customers. So these customers are buying, let's suppose, services. Okay. Now, so whichever customers are buying manufacturing item, for those customer different reminder letter, and the customer which is buying service item, for those customer different reminder letter supposed to be generated. It means the format of the letter must be different, right? So what is happening, guys? In this case, two different, of course, two different dunning forms are required, right? But the question is, people will ask how many dunning procedure can be created. Always you have to say single dunning procedure, right? What is happening? We have to create different two different dunning area, right? We have to create two different dunning area. What is the reason, guys? The reason behind is two different dunning area because let's suppose we are having one customer I, and right, this customer is buying this manufacturing item also, right? And service also. So in this case, like I is a common, right? So for I, let's suppose if which dunning procedure, if you create two dunning procedure, then which dunning procedure is going to be assigned against this customer master, right? So in that case, you have to say that we can create two different dunning area and two different form will be created, one for manufacturing, another one for service, and both forms are going to be assigned against this dunning area. In the sense, one we have to create for manufacturing, another we have to create for service. So here the requirement is going to be met. Now, the next requirement is now let's suppose now. So here the interviewer is satisfied with the question. Now the another question is going to be added. So another question is, let's suppose, so we are having these two different group of customer, manufacturing and service, right? Now, what we are saying, single dunning procedure, single dunning procedure, single dunning procedure. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Now, so single dunning procedure, that is, let's suppose TM10. Okay. Single dunning procedure, that is TM10. Now, so here, if they are saying, like, let's suppose for manufacturing customer, three reminders supposed to be generated. The customer which is buying service item. For that, only two reminders supposed to be generated. Now, here is the problem, right? So, for this group of customer, three reminder. For this group of customer, two reminder. So now interviewer will say, now you tell me what to do in this case, right? Because if you have a single dunning procedure, guys, so what is happening? This reminders, whatever is there, that is getting reminder means dunning level, right? So here reminders are going to be sent. Reminders are getting updated here at which level, guys? At procedure level, right? So procedure level means we are going to specify the dunning level, right? So what you are going to specify, either 3 or 2, right? So in this case, what to do, guys? Anybody? Can we specify two different level on a single procedure, or do we need to define two different dunning procedure? There is one response from Momita. Yes, we can. How? See, guys, I'll tell you. If you say yes and no, right? So yes and no is the not. It's not a complete answer, right? You must have to justify. If you say yes, that also you have to provide certain logic. If you say no, even there also people are not going to leave you up. For that also they'll say like they'll ask like why no. So you have to justify you have to give your logic behind that, right? So in both cases, problem will be there, guys. During interview, interviewers are not going to leave you up until unless they want to know. Like if you say yes, behind that also certain logic will be there. If you say no, behind that also certain logic will be there. Now, so here, so no need to define two different dunning procedure, guys, because already I told you the drawback. The drawback is like, let's suppose common customer, right? So against one customer, you are going to assign one dunning procedure. So two different dunning procedure cannot be assigned against single customer, right? So what we have to do, guys? So in order to meet this requirement, SAP has given us another configuration that is called dunning key. Okay. Before that, even as a consultant, guys, we can have multiple solutions. Multiple solutions means for this one, you can go for workaround. What is called workaround, guys? Workaround means, let's suppose like you applied some, you mind somewhere, like you made some changes, right? In configuration itself, I'm talking about you made some changes. Okay. Like workaround means what? Let's suppose, let me log in first. Where is the configuration, guys? First server or second server? I think second, right?
Yes, sir. Second one.
I'll just do one thing, guys. I'll be able to remember. Okay, now, so Momita has replied. So there'll be single dunning procedure and two different dunning form can be defined. It's okay, dear. Whatever you're saying, two different dunning form. Two different dunning form you can define, right? But that is like for what? Two different dunning form. That question was different, right? At that point of time, I asked. Anybody want to say something? Okay. So what I asked like, can we generate two different dunning letter, right? For this manufacturing customer and service customer. So in that case, I said like two different dunning letter is going to be defined, right? And that is going to be assigned against dunning area, right? So two different dunning areas will be there. That is. Now here the question is, I'm talking about dunning level. So how dunning levels are going to be controlled? That is the question, right? Can we assign two different dunning level against a single dunning procedure, guys? So no, a dunning procedure you can assign only one. You can assign only one, either three or two. Okay. So here, what you have to do? Let me log in here first. Sorry, I was supposed to log in the second server. Okay. Now here, go to FP MP. So the first thing which you guys can do, mm, go to dunning text. Now here, M33. So look at here. This this is for service. What I said, for service only to reminder. So what you can do, you can remove. So now look at here, for service 1 and 2. Okay, but for manufacturing 1, 2, 3. This is the one thing which we can do. Okay, this is called workaround. You have applied your mind and you did it, right? Now, so if you say that, okay, we can do one thing, we are having options. When we assign dunning, when we are going to assign the dunning form, then we have an options. There we have to, we are going to specify the number of reminders, 1, 2, 3, right? So there we can control. Here for service, we are going to give 1 and 2 reminder only. Third reminder, we don't give. Okay. Now what is happening, guys? Now the question is going to be changed. Okay. The moment you say something, immediately the interviewer means they're having vast, what to say, a broad thinking level, right? So they came to know that, okay, you have applied your mind. Now the question is going to be changed. Now let's suppose for this manufacturing and service, for both 3 level, right? But there are certain specific customers. in manufacturing, and there are certain specific customers in service. For these kind of customers, what is happening, guys? There are certain group of customers for that we have to send only to remind. Let's suppose this is special customer. Like let's suppose a public sector, this customer belongs to public sector or whatever it is, right? So for these two customers, even from manufacturing side also and service side also, we have to send only two reminders, right? Then what will happen? Or else like multiple like customers are there, right? Whichever customer is having like limited XYZ limited. So all this customer which is a limited in the sense like ABC limited, XYZ limited. So whatever such kind of customers are there, for all these customers only two reminders supposed to be sent. Now what to, no matter whether they are buying manufacturing item or service item. So in that case, what to do, guys? So now at procedure level, you must have to specify three only, right? Now at the same time, here also you have to specify three. We cannot make it two because the requirement got changed. Because the requirement got changed. Just save it. Now what to do, guys? So now here this requirement is going to be met with the help of Dunning key. Okay. What is the use of Dunning key? Simplest answer is, guys, you have to say Dunning key control the Dunning level. That's it. Dunning key control what? Dunning key control Dunning level. Okay. Now, how that we have to see. That we have to see, guys, how it is going to be. So we'll do one thing. How to create Dunning key. What is the transaction code, guys? I think this is Dunning area. Here is the Dunning key, OB17. Okay. Look at here, guys. Dunning key is used to prevent the customer that should not trigger the higher Dunning level. Okay. In the sense, in a simplest way, what is the meaning of these two lines, guys? In a simplest way, in other words, it controls the Dunning level. That's it. Highest Dunning level, right? That customer should not trigger the highest Dunning level. In the sense, I said like, let's suppose 3 and 2, right? 3 and 2 means we are going to control for certain customers, we are controlling that highest Dunning level should not touch. Only two reminders supposed to be generated for these two customers. Highest level is 3, right? So how it is going to happen? With the help of Dunning key. You just do one thing. Go to OV17. You can create you can use the existing one, guys, or else you can create, like let's suppose here I'm going to, let's suppose, T. Okay, maximum level, how many level, guys? 2 level. Okay. Now here, okay, so I'm given. Okay. Now Dunning key. Okay. I'll tell you one more thing. Keep in your mind. See, people may confuse you by very asking simple questions and all. When I created Dunning area, right? And when we are having Dunning key, right? Guys, Dunning area is company code level setting. This is client level setting, right? Dunning area. If you guys are able to remember, look at here. How you define dunning area? OB61. The difference. What is the difference between dunning area and dunning key, right? So I'll tell you guys, dunning area is going to control what? Dunning area is going to control your assignment of dunning form, right? You can say like it is getting with the help of dunning area, the form assignments are going to be controlled, right? And in which cases we are going to use the dunning area. What is the use of dunning area? So at different level, let's suppose in a single company code, if we have to generate multiple reminder letter, different letter formats supposed to be there, in that case we are going to use the dunning area. So against dunning area we can use multiple, we can assign multiple dunning form, right? Multiple dunning form in a single company code itself, right? See, understanding, if you have the understanding, guys, if even if you reply 100 times also, what is happening every time, you can use like your sentence, whatever sentence is getting formed, uh, it may be like different type, different words will be, like will be there every time and all, but the meaning of your entire explanation is same, right? Okay, if you have marked up simply the answer, then in that case, what is happening, guys? Every time from starting till the last, same word, same sentence, comma, full stop, everything will be same. So people come to know easily. Okay, so go to OP 62 or 63, 61. OP 61 here. Look at here, pretty simple. At the time of creation of dunning area, you must have to specify the company code. So what is happening, guys? It is a company code level setting. The next one is Dunning key. Have I assigned anywhere the company code? No. Simply I have created this Dunning key. It can be used by any company code. Whether Tata Motor, Tata Steel, whatever it is, because there is no assignment here. Isn't it? You save it. Okay. Now I have created a Dunning key. So what will happen, guys? Where to assign this Dunning key, guys? Now I'll tell you. So whenever any, okay. Now let's suppose, okay. So what is the difference between Dunning area and Dunning key, guys? Dunning area means within the company code, if we have to generate several reminder, right, different reminder at different level, right? So in that case we are going to use what to say, dunning area for the form assignment, whereas dunning key is going to control the dunning level, right? Dunning area is a company code level setting, dunning key is a client level setting. That's it. Now you just do one thing. Go to where, so go to at least 70, right? Guys, we'll do one thing. Let me check it. Go to XT02 here. Is this the company? Customer? Dunning level. Look at here, guys. 2. Dunning level 2 means what is happening, guys? Here, 2 reminders we have already generated for this customer, right? Right. Okay. So now we have created the Dunning key. Now here it is not there. So you have to, what you have to do, guys, why it is not there, right? I'll tell you. At customer level also, okay. Now, so even generally it doesn't it doesn't happen, right? It doesn't happen, but why it is not there at customer master level, the logic behind is there might be a chances 1% itself that for a single customer itself, for a single customer itself, let's suppose for a single customer itself, now let's suppose if Dunning key is going to be like, let's suppose there is a customer, there is a customer. Now, so there is a customer. That customer is buying manufacturing and services both. So customer is saying that when I buy manufacturing item, you can send 3 reminders. For services, you need to send only 2 reminders. Right? So in that case, what is happening, guys? At master data level, if we are going to specify the Dunning key, then what is happening? No matter whether it is manufacturing item or services, at both invoices, what is happening, since master data level, you have assigned the Dunning key, so the control will be there on every invoices, right? So now what is happening? Dunning key is always going to be assigned at invoice level. While posting the invoices, guys, if any, like let's suppose for any particular customer, only 2 reminders are supposed to be generated. Or else for the same customer, only for certain invoices, if the 2 reminders are only going to be sent, right? So user has to, like, because as I said, like, whatever the end users are there, how they will come to know for which customer 2 reminder, for which customer 3 reminder. So already when they're going to join any organizations, they'll be having SOP, standard operating procedure, right? So they will come to know. People will say all the limited, whichever customers are having, like let's suppose if in their name, let's suppose if LTD or limited is added, it means for those customers, 2 reminders only going to be generated. So while posting the invoices, you have to specify this Dunning key over there. So such kind of what is happening, guys? Such kind of scenery will be there, and your end user will be knowing these all things. So I'll just do one thing. Now use FB 70, and here you can post the invoices, right? But I think, is this the customer, guys? Okay, there is a customer. So I think a different customer I have created. Okay. Now where do you specify this Dunning key, guys? You click here details. So here you are having Dunning area, right? At the same time here we are having Dunning key, right? You can specify 2. If you specify 2, it means only 2 level. In the sense, only 2 reminders can be generated for this customer, isn't it? So you can test, you can post an invoice, you can test it. What I'm going to do, FPL5, here already existing invoice will be there, right? So at invoice level itself, I will just make some experiment here. Okay, right. And even one reminder also, not only 2 reminder, guys, even one reminder also you can create for 1 level, 2 level, right? Like that we can. So at procedure level we have given 3, Dunning level we have given 3, right? At this level, okay, for this line item, 2 reminders already generated. For this line item, no reminder got generated, right? Okay. So for this one itself, I'll make it only 1. Just edit and Dunning key. Dunning area I have not given, right? Dunning area I have not given. So in that case, let's suppose SR I am going to give. And Dunning key I'll give 1. Only 1 reminder supposed to be. Instead of 2, let's suppose only 1 reminder. You can test 2 also. Okay, so look at here. Already it is created 1, 2, 3, right? Or is T I have created for 2, that also can be used. As I said, like, see, till 2, 3, this Dunning key is already pre-delivered by SAP, right? That we can use, or else if you want to define your own. If it is not there, then we can define our own. Save it. So single reminder. It means now what is happening when I generate, like let's suppose if I run this Dunning, what is a program, then let me check this line item. There is only one reminder, right? And for this one, two reminders already generated, right? And this one only one reminder. It is zero reminder got generated, right? Dunning key. Okay. So for this line item, what is happening? Only one reminder will be generated. Next time, I'll just do one thing. So class and FB F1 type. Now there is 11, CF10, A parameter, here 259, right? 247. Wait. I think I have created a different customer. Yeah, here is the customer, guys. For this customer, I have not run any. Simply, we have tested the dunning area, right? That do not. Okay. For this customer, I have already assigned. Okay. So I'll just do one thing, guys. Now, what I said for manufacturing, two, I'm having two. For manufacturing and for service, I'm having one. So let's suppose in a single customer itself, let's suppose for service only single reminder is supposed to be generated. For this one, we can generate three reminder, right? For this one, only one reminder. So in that case, what is happening? How the control is going to happen, right? In a single customer itself, let's suppose for service, we have to generate only two, only what to say, one reminder, and for manufacturing, three reminder, right? So as I said, dunning key we have created. So while posting of the invoices itself, it is going to be specified, but right now, since the invoice is already posted, I'm going to now. So I have added dunning key here, right, at invoice level. Okay. Now what will happen? So this is the customer number, same customer number I have added here, this customer number. And just save it. Now what is happening, guys? If you schedule here, okay, so present. Okay, nothing got generated, guys. Why it is not generated? Nothing got generated here. If you click on display, nothing is there, right? So you have to check log. Tell me the solution, guys, by reading out the log. Quickly.
Account D is blocked by Dunning run. I think we have to unblock account D, sir.
How? How to unblock? Anyone? Any idea from anyone, guys? Anybody is able to remember automatic payment program, guys? Apply the same logic here. Tell me the answer.
So we have already done the procedure which we have to delete and we have to run again.
That's what I'm
proposal we
expecting.
have to delete.
That's what I'm expecting. Yes, it's pretty simple, guys. It is already saying you people that it is already, this is like account D. Account D means what? D means, see, account types are there, guys. SAP, how SAP will come to know this is customer, this is vendor, this is real, this is material. You know, right? How SAP will come to know, guys? So SAP is going to identify, and SAP will talk in terms of this account type. D for customer, K for vendor, S for GL, M for material, A for assets. Always try to remember, guys. If SAP says account type A, it means asset. Account type S, it means GL. Account type M, material. Account type D, customer. Account type account type K, vendor. Pretty simple to remember. So here it's saying like account D. Account D means customer account. Which customer account, guys? This is the customer number. It means here it is saying customer with this number is blocked by Dunning Run. This is the date, right? Here 08/11 month, and this is the year, month, and date, and the procedure code TM33A. It means this customer is already blocked in a Dunning Run. On which date it is run, and this date it is run, and what is the identification code? TM33A. So this customer is already blocked over there. It means we have run the Dunning program, right? But we have not run the printout we have not executed for printout, right? So this is called incomplete run. If you take the printout, then only that is going to be treated as a complete run, or else simply have run the Dunning program, right? But the printout is not executed. It means this is incomplete run. So 08/11/2021, and the code is TM33A. Press enter. Look at here. This is already here. What you have to do? Click on delete Dunning Run, right? And what I have done now, today's date. Now we have deleted. Give today's date, right? And here I have given TM10A. So generally this is not the company code, guys. TM10A, right? So this one, first of all, we have to delete this one also even. This is also we have to delete that, because now I'm going to change the code here. I'll make it TM33A. Look at here, all together in the sense run date and identification. This combination must be unique, right? Sometimes people ask like, can we give the same identification code? This is already used on 8th, right? So on 8th, different date was there. Identification code was same, but date was different, right? So that was a different combination, and this is a different combination. Save it now. Schedule, enter. So look at here, T2 Dunning notice got generated. Take the sample printout. So one is fed. Okay, this is the first Dunning for 6,000, and again for 4,000, right? So look at here, guys, 6,000 and 4,000, right? 6,000 and 4,000. These are the only two line item, which is document number also 64 and 65, right? Here this is 65. Previous one was 64, right? And this one is still not eligible for sending reminder. Okay. So for service, only one reminder is supposed to be generated, right? It means now what we have done, we have already applied a control. Here we have applied a control. We have given a Dunning key, right? So now what is happening, guys? If you take the printout, first reminder got generated for service. Now let's suppose take the printout. First reminder got generated. Okay. Now printout means again from this pool. I have already shown you guys. From there the printout can be taken. It is going to be sent. Okay. Now, so first reminder got generated. Now you can check here, guys. So come back. You can refresh. Now for this one, first reminder got generated on this date, right? And I said only one reminder. So in next, when I'm going to run the next dunning, right? Let's suppose after 10 days or 12 days, even though at dunning procedure level, I have given 3 reminder letter, in the sense 3 level, but still for this line item, system is not going to trigger, the second reminder will not be generated. Whereas for this one, second reminder is going to be, for this one, only one reminder sent. Second reminder is also going to be, second reminder is going to be proposed by system. Whereas for this line item, guys, which reminder is supposed to be proposed by system? Only first reminder, right? Because we have not generated the zero reminder only is showing, right? So after 10 days, this is going to be eligible for first reminder, right? Okay. Now I'll just do one thing. So 63, 64 will be there, but 65 will not be there, right? Now I will run the same. So make it like, let's suppose 24. Okay, what is this? Here we have specified 10 days, right? Okay, so make it 24. On 24, once again, let's suppose save it. Schedule. Look at here, two running notice got generated. Take the sample printout and you can check it. So look at here, first notice. First notice for which one, guys? First notice, first reminder is for which line item? For this one. Document number 63, first reminder, because on 23rd or 24th it is going to be eligible for first reminder only, right? If you come back, document number 63, right? Come back. Now document number 64. For 64, second reminder, right? Come back. Click on back. Now only two. For this one, no reminder, right? Because we have given a dunning key. So SAP came to know that already for this one we have given a dunning key. So only one reminder is going to be generated, right? So this is what the use of what to say dunning key. It is going to control the dunning level. Now let's suppose uh, let's suppose we have sent a reminder. We have sent a reminder for this line item. First reminder we have sent, right? Now the next reminder is going to be next reminder is going to be sent on which date, guys? So we are running the dunning program on 24th, right? So next reminder is going to be, next run date will be 24th, right? Whereas on 19th itself or 28th itself, we have received the,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, tell me.
I have a doubt. I was practicing this APP the other day. I ran APP for a particular test, but I was not able to run it again for some other test. So the problem was, I think the problem was with the identification. After a lot of time, I changed the identification. Then I was able to run the other test. Why is like that, sir?
I couldn't understand your question itself. Like identification was the problem. What was the issue actually?
The issue was I was not able to rerun APP. I ran it
Okay.
one time. I wanted to run it again, but I was not able to do that.
Okay. Okay. I'll just do one thing. Let me complete this explanations. Right. Because in between, like in Dunning, if I'm getting back to APP, then that is we are going to be diverted, right? So let me complete this
Okay, sir. Okay.
explanations and then I'll come back to your pieces. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So now here, okay, so we are in dunning, right? So what we have done, we have generated. So first, okay, now what I wanted to explain, guys, I wanted to say what? Okay, yes. So what I did now, so we have already sent first reminder for this one, right? Next reminder we are running. Next reminder we are going to, let's suppose it's going to be on 24th again, we are going to run this dunning, right? In between, like every week can be run, every after 3 days, 4 days, it depends upon the organizations, right? Now, so on 24th, if we are going to run the dunning program, then again this line item will be eligible for what, guys? Second reminder. Whereas on 28th or 21st itself, we have received a response from customer saying that there is some dispute in terms of invoice. So that is why we have not released the payment. So we'll have to settle, right? So we'll have to settle means, let's suppose account receivable help desk team is there, they are going to follow up with the customer. So if customer is already like what do you say, cooperating us, isn't it, to resolve these issues. So on 24th, what is happening, guys? We cannot generate a second reminder and we cannot send to the customer because the customer has already accepted that yes, the payment is not made, but customer is giving a valid reason, right? So it is a kind of dispute which must be settled. Now, so it means you should not send any second or third reminder to the customer for this payment because it is under dispute, right? So in that case, what is happening, guys? On 24th, as I said, on 24th, if you are going to run this, look at here, which dispute is for which one? We have already sent a first reminder for this line item, right? Document number 164 for this one, right? So now on 24th, system has selected both line item, right? So now the requirement is this should not be selected. Why? Because customer has already admitted and it is going to, the dispute is about to settle now. So what is happening, guys? In that case, we can apply a block. Okay, included dunning this one. Okay, dunning key is there, right? Where is the block? Here it is block. Okay, so you can use the existing or else even you can define also the dunning block. Okay, where to define the dunning block, guys? The transaction code, I forgot it. Okay, so you just do one thing, go to SPRO and define a block key also, or else you can use the existing one also. There is no any issues. So control F, let me type here dunning block. Okay, now dunning block here I have typed. Now look at here. Okay, define dunning block region, right? So this block region, what is happening, guys? Here we are going to define, double click. Let me check. It's taking time. Okay. Look at here, guys. Here itself, look at here. Dunning area is also appearing. Dunning key is also there. And then we are having dunning block, right? So you execute this one. Dunning area, dunning key have already through path. Look at here. From here onwards, we are going to anyway. T code path, no issues. We need to understand the logic. Click on dunning block. Okay. So dunning notices, define block region, dunning notices. Double click on the first one itself. Okay. So here blank means free for dunning. It means no block, right? Here look at here, like already somebody has created AD. You can also create, like let's suppose you can write here like under dispute and save it. Okay. So okay, now here So I have defined a block key T, right? Now come at where line item label here. So now let me refresh, and then this line item supposed to be, so we can apply a block key here, dunning block, right? And here you can apply T. Okay, and that's it. Okay, now so we have, now there might be a chances, there are certain line item or there are certain specific customer or there are certain specific invoices, guys, where the customer says that no, it is going to be paid at any cost, I don't want any reminder. Generally it doesn't happen, but still I'm just, so even at while posting the invoices also you can specify the dunning block, so that against this line item no dunning is going, no reminder letters are going to be generated. Okay, generally it is at line item level, in the sense while posting invoices, if you are going to specify the running block, then what is happening, guys, that line item is not going to be what is say selected for this sending reminder, in the sense that line item is going to be excluded always. Okay, but generally I don't find any reason behind this, but still it is given by SAP. There might be in certain cases it is possible. So at the time of posting invoices, also if you're going, if you're planning to, or if you have to give the dunning block over there, if you apply a dunning block, then that line item is going to be excluded from dunning program. While running the dunning program, that line item will be excluded by system. But generally, what happened, guys? Here itself, whatever I'm explaining the scenario, this is what is happening in real time. Okay, we have sent the reminder, customer has responded saying that yes, we are trying to cooperate with the, we have already raised a request to your help desk team and all, we are trying to settle down this dispute. So we are going to apply a block here. You can apply a block so that next time onwards what is happening, the reminder is not going to be sent to the customer. Now I have applied a block. I will just do one thing. So here I have applied a block against 64, right? 65 already, only one reminder. So we have applied a dunning block. So this story of 65 is over. One reminder, that is the maximum, and it is already got generated and this is already sent, right, to the customer. In this one, we are having three reminder. So this is eligible for first reminder and this was eligible for second reminder, right? But at the same time, before generating the second reminder itself, we have received the response from customer that, okay, it is under dispute. So we have applied a block so that for this line item, second reminder should not be generated because customer is already trying to settle down the issues. Now, so come back here. So this time what is happening, guys? On 24th, without applying block, you can check first reminder also got generated and second reminder also got generated, right? But now we have applied a block. So you just do one thing, delete the log, and then we'll run the running program again. Schedule. Okay. Now here, successfully press enter. Okay, look at here now, only one, right? The one earlier true, but since we have applied a block, so that is also excluded. Only first reminder for 63. After that, nothing, right? So this is what the use of dunning block. What is the use of dunning block, guys? Dunning block is pretty simple. Dunning block is being used to exclude the line item for sending reminders, in the sense like if you apply a dunning block against any invoices, that dunning block is going to be excluded from dunning proposal, right? Now this is what the use of Dunning block. At which level Dunning block is getting created, guys? Someone just tell me. At which level Dunning block is getting created? So pretty simple, guys. If you have seen here, yes, client level. Client level. Look at here. I have just created a block. I have not assigned anywhere with the company code, right? And here also there is no any company code kind of option is there, right? So it means whether, look at here, I have created D, right? Before me, other people have created few more, right? So whether you want to use H, D, B, all are same, isn't it? So it is it is created. Okay. Now here, let's suppose, okay, I've deleted, right? Now only mine. Okay. So I'm not going to save it. So now here, it's getting created at client level. Okay. So what is happening, guys? If you talk about Dunning block, that is getting created at client level. Okay. Dunning area, company code level, Dunning key, client level, and Dunning block, client level. This is how it is happening. So that's all in this session, guys. That's all for it.